The most difficult things to teach people is foot speed does not dictate trigger speed.
Yes, family, good morning and give thanks to another great rise. As you can see, we're in the beautiful state of Tennessee, and we about to get some weapons training done. Yeah, man. So this is going to be a fun day. I always say any day on the range is a good day. So I'll go through some skills training and stuff, all right? So stay tuned to the channel, and we're going to show you some of them good training while I go on that place. Yeah, man. So check in shortly. We'll see you on the range, all right? All right, so we're here with our instructor, Keith. Keith, introduce yourself.
Keith Tyler with TFI Academy here in Enville, Tennessee.
All right, can you give us some of your background?
Oh boy. Retired law enforcement, did 24 years in Washington State as a police officer. I've been shooting USPSA or action pistol competition for over 30 years, 2-division Grandmaster. I've had my own business of TFI Academy for about 18 years now.
All right, so Keith is going to give us some great instructions. So stay tuned. I'm going to put the link to his website on the channel. All right, so we're going to have a great day. We'll see you shortly.
Ear table, right? They're narrow, they're not wide, they're not offset. The hips are sitting about on top of the ankles, so my shoulders are back. How often do you see older or weaker shooters, just smaller statured shooters do this when they get tired? Watch what it does here. Gun rests high, doesn't it? I can't even see the dot. Moving me around. So gross. So that's one way we see people shoot. The other one we often do, I'm going to stack them right on top of each other. So the pivot points are all right on top of each other. If the pivot points are neutral, does recoil win or do I win? Recoil wins, because I have no input into this process. So if I get up here, I got pretty good base down here, even though it's not offset. And we're all straight up and down. This feels so gross. Watch what the gun and the shoulders do. It's still resting high. So every time I press the round, the recoil would go up. If you lose the dot outside of the window, who cares? I want it to come back to a predictable spot. That's what matters. But it's resting high. It's not coming back down. So now, without talking about grip or trigger or anything, just structure. Now I'll mount the pistol and do it the way I'd like you to do it. Nice wide base. My hips are slightly, I can do my calf raise. It's not a bad idea to actually do this mental checklist. If you talk to yourself, you're not crazy, you're just learning. Okay? My hips are slightly in front, my shoulders are slightly in front. I'm not turtling down, right? Watch the gun and the shoulders. Comes exactly back where I put the first round. That's what we want. Those little minute differences set you up for success to make shooting easier. Questions? So we'll do it the same way. We'll start here. As long as they're in the A zone, that's what we want. Okay? So we'll get up here, we'll build everything. You hear the buzzer goes off, it just gives you permission. Triceps engaged, your triceps are hardly even engaged. Lats and thigh, good. whole body into that.
Ooh, I actually hit the target this time. All right, getting better.
You know what, we're gonna start this one. That's 7. I'm crazy. No, just 5 yards. Watch, but also listen to the difference in cadence. Okay? As near as everybody. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna go. The sequence will be 1, 2, 3. I don't care which 2 you go to. I don't care which 3 you go to. They're just there because when they get shut up, you have another one to go to. We're going to start with an established grip because we want to take the draw out of the equation. Stance is good. Hips are forward. I can do a calf raise. Shoulders are slightly forward. Eyeballs are looking right where I want bullets to go. Buzzer goes off. Reset. Evaluate. What do I want to do different? We'll run that pattern again. You can hear 3 different types of cadence in those shots, right? 1, 3, 2.
Oh yeah, much better.
Are you ready? Very hot. Stand by. Where's the gun? Go back. Although you didn't see him break his neck on the jerk, so that's good, right? Where's the gun? Are you ready?
Checks are free.
Stand by.
Yes, family. So that was day 1. We are on to the next stage of day 2. So today we're going to incorporate all the basics we learned yesterday into some faster movement, some faster shooting. All right. So stay tuned. It's going to be a fun second day. All right. See you shortly.
I'm only going to fire 1 round to activate the swinger. I just want you to watch. See what happens. Right now, there's no obstructions. There's no intermediate objects you have to shoot in and around, right? This is as easy as it gets. As you can see, it doesn't slow down a whole lot. Now, depending on where the swinger moves to, if there's a wall or a double stack of barrels and the swinger is coming out this way, the best time to think about shooting it is at the bottom, right? Because there's a dwell time. Go ahead and stay there. I'm just moving down here. Especially the bigger the weight on the swinger, the longer that first dwell time is going to be because that weight's going to change direction. With this lighter weight, it doesn't dwell quite as much. But if it's coming out from a wall, it's available from here to here. Conventional knowledge, the average person, waits until it hits the bottom and shoots a double tap. They do an ambush or trapping. They wait for it to come down. They drill 2 one-sided sight picture with 2 trigger presses, and they hope it works. I'll show you the errors in that thought, and we'll work on doing that differently. Now, if I have, which you will see here shortly, barrels across here, something like this. Well, now, if I had 2 more barrels out there, you can only see it over the top. Well, now you don't have a dwell. This is as slow as they get. A couple of these are faster than others. They're just the way bearings work.
I'm just gonna wait for him to be.
You can still ambush here. You can also track. Like you put your gun pointed here, and as it moves, you keep your pistol on the leading edge of the A zone, and you put 2 rounds in it during its exposure. Or 1 round on each exposure.
I'm gonna go on this one.
All right. Put my boy stand by. So if you're standing up more squared up behind the barrels, you see a little less. Now the first couple exposures, it actually completely disappears, right? Once the first 2 are done, so your next 4 rounds, it doesn't completely disappear, so don't run your gun past the barrels. Just stay on the top of the barrel. As soon as the A zone's available, move. Okay, so I'm forcing you to continue working on tracking. When I say tracking, we're moving the gun in the slight arc of the travel of the target. We want to keep about this middle third in view. When it is moving from your left to your right, and you'll find out, do I need to look at the edge of the A zone, or do I have the visual processing and trigger control that I can aim like center of the A zone and give myself a 3-inch window? That's preferred, right? Sometimes when you start moving back, because the visual processing takes longer, you'll learn I need to lead it a little bit. Or when I start speeding them up, you might have to lead a little bit. When it's moving from your right to left, you might want to favor this side of the A zone. At 10 yards, with most of you guys, if you're on the trigger right, you're not going to have to, quote, lead it very much at all. So, move forward. There we go. I'm racing that second half. Or last third. That's how you do it.
Nice.
Voice.
Uh-oh. Somebody's stepping their game up.
What I
Getting there.
really like is you've moved the whole impact area up, right? You're not shooting in the tummy anymore. You're shooting that 6x11 band.
And I'm learning my tracking.
Good deal.
Outstanding.
Make ready? Stand by. Whacking my barrels again, Winston. Tell you, some people's kids.
Oh, yeah.
Pop.
Okay.
I'm trying to get 2 rounds and they pass. I gotta get into the target to get that first round. Once the first round's there, the second round's easier. So I'm gonna track, pop, pop. I'm actually trying to get those 2 rounds in this 2/3. I'm not even worried about putting around here. If that makes sense at all. Engineers, everybody. All right, here we go. God dang it, I'm way early. So I'll grab some tape, I'll go down and take care of my target. Take a quick look here. So what I like is I'm in the band. I have nothing below the it's kind of a little below the K line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 alpha. Again, the 2 Charlies there. These deltas, I knew what I was doing wrong. I was getting behind it a little bit. All right, relay 2. Go. Stand by. Right.
Once you start to, I gotta shoot too. It's like, oh, start jumping. I think it's getting fast.
All right, let's just get a look at this. A little faster, it's not that much faster. A little bit. Yes.
Teach me how to do that.
Practice. I mean, really, it's sitting there doing this type of work on a double drill. Once you grip is squared away, the double drill, we get the bump, 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 bump. What the little one needs to see. My seat are perfectly round top, and the first shot. That's kind of shooting crazy. If you're shooting this in your competition, you get a little spicy, you do something like this. That's how it works. So it disappears, comes up. If you wait to get a full value picture of that tan one, the white target's coming on your second round. You can't sit there and take all day. Take 2 appropriate shots. Okay, I'll go up here. Maybe I will double tap that one. It took forever. But something like that.
That felt.
Two looks at. What is the other one? This one, I've never seen it before. Bit of a trick because it doesn't stop. It goes all the way around. So it gives the illusion that it's going a lot faster than it really is. If you wait to see the full face, full value A zone, you are going to be late. You're going to be shooting early. Here we go. Are we ready? Stand by. Yeah, you're going to run through these multiple times.
Did it spin?
It did not.
Okay.
Oh, it never fell. All right, make ready. Stand by.
You trust the dot streak. I made that note in my little note.
Can I do that again?
You don't.
I'm gonna do that again because it didn't fall.
If you're actually trying to aim,
Well, for the second
I was
time,
just, it looks like
okay,
this.
set them up.
I'm gonna try that again.
All righty, make ready. Stand by. Come on, Jeff.
Yeah, that barrel's getting shot up.
Oh yeah.
Come on, win.
Barrel's getting cooked, bro.
Steel plate. Gonna come out to the side. If you're ready for it, you take a nice aimed shot and a nice smooth trigger press. This is actually relatively easy because you see how it comes in and just hangs out there, then moves. You can take an aimed shot on this. I'll show you. Bang. If you don't want to chase it down, it's just bang. That's not a hard shot. It's patience and discipline, yes. You think prep and press might be a good option right there? Stand by.
Yes, family, so yeah man, we're back in the room, you know. Yeah, so that was the end of day 2. As you can see, take it up to our next level, you know. So yeah man, it's good training so far. I love it. That's what I say. Love being on the range. So we have one more day to go. Alright, so tomorrow we're gonna step it up another notch, you know. But for now, I'm gonna eat some food, you know. Guys, I'm tired, I'm hungry. But I'm having fun. So we'll see you guys tomorrow on the last day. Alright? Stay tuned. Yes, family. Yeah man, so welcome back to day 3, you know. As you can see, last 2 days yesterday we had moving targets. Today we are moving. Yeah, so we're gonna shoot steel today as we're on the move. All right, so yeah man, we're sore by the end of the day, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, so as you can see, the station them set up and everything. All right, so you guys stay tuned and we get this thing started. We're gonna have some fun today. This is gonna be a lot of fun. All right, so see you in the shot. Hopefully I learned something so far, you know. Oh, okay, some good lessons dropped this week, so make sure you guys, for my people that like to shoot or haven't even shot before, make sure you guys are paying attention, because some nice little nuggets have been dropped throughout this video. So if you missed something, you can always go back and rewind. All right, so we'll see you shortly when we get this thing started. All right, stay tuned.
All right, so we're gonna jump into movement. I like to get, like other stuff we've done, start from the ground up as far as building the structure for movement. First thing we're going to talk about is moving backwards. This one has less variation or discussion. Everybody pretty much moves backwards the same way. If I'm facing this way, I'm going to move backwards this way while shooting. So what I'm going to have you do is, you got to get your weight down, right? Let's talk about the feet first. Feet inside of hips. If I get my feet, some guys will say, oh, hip weight. When you walk, you actually waddle a little bit when you got the gun. You get the sights doing this a lot. In the perfect world, in the perfect everything, heel, front right in the same line, people say, well, that works great. Yeah, until you get opposed or hit something uneven or someone bumps you, you fall over. So I like to go just inside the hips. Good bounce. For moving backwards, I do like the idea of dragging that foot, just the toes, just a hair. So if I hit a curb, I can roll up on it. So feet inside the hips. Hips come down, nice knee flexion, okay? A little bit knees. shock absorbers. I don't even care about the upper body right now, but we'll put this up here. I'm just gonna come back. I'm reaching. All my weight is pretty much on that lead foot as I bring this foot back. When I get back there and the toes the distance I wanna go, I roll from toe towards heel, but I try not to let my heel ever hit the ground. If I allow the heel to hit the ground, okay, you'll see the sights dip. They do a little chunk. Well, I'm trying to get that out of the equation here. So here, weight's up here, I hit here, toe. I just glide that weight back. My weight is, if I have that neutral, weight back, weight forward, my weight is definitely forward the whole time. So we're gonna get you up on line, excuse me, and we're gonna do what I call the line dancing. Back here is where we work on some stuff. Up here is where we actually start running drills. So we just have better footing back here. So I'll get you lined out on the 20-yard line here. Spread out. Okay, so point in. Ready, ready, move. And stop. Moving backwards. Ready, ready, move. We're going to dive into the shooting on angles. We're going to start with the hardest and it gets easier. So if I'm going from the 1 to 7 here, and I am moving from right to left, this technique is, I just call it a T-step because you have a target foot and a travel foot. So that's the direction I'm going. This is where my targets are at. So my right foot is my target foot. My left foot is my travel foot. Are you with me so far? Because this gets confusing. When I leave my position, I'm going to step out heel to toe. You're going to have to drop your hips down a little lower than you normally would, otherwise you can't move your feet very far. This opens my hips up to be balanced and keep centered, to basically keep my platform so I can shoot fast and accurate the way I like to shoot. So we're being that tank turret, right? My next step is this foot will come over about halfway. If you have more flexibility in your hips, you can come a little further. But as soon as the hips start to close, that's too far because it pulls your gun around. Drop down, target foot, travel foot. That's a nice smooth. You watch my hips, they kind of stay level. Makes sense? Sounds real easy on paper. You have 3 targets in front of you. I want 1 hit on each target. So it's not focused on the shooting, but we need to have a steady platform to shoot from. To start the movement, we'll start just outside of the barrels. That way you can actually get your stride going, and you got 5 yards to get those shots accomplished. To make this easier, as soon as you send that round, the dot lifted from the steel, get to the next target. So if you stay there, suddenly you start shooting behind you, and that's a different, really it's a different technique. So we'll get here. And I don't care how fast you're moving. Most of you, this is a brand new footwork. Technique is more important. So I establish my target, or my travel foot, my target foot. And I want to shoot between the 2 end barrels. Ready, ready. You'll say move. You'll come in. And I'll have you pause. I'll be reset your feet. Moving from right to left. Questions? The most difficult things to teach people is foot speed does not dictate trigger speed. A lot of times when people start getting their feet moving faster, this internal clock's going, I gotta shoot faster. No, you don't. The hit's gotta get there, but we need to cover ground. You're moving for a reason. We don't just move because, right? There's an objective to that. Questions? Ready? Ready? There you go. Good. Moving from right to left. Ready, ready. Travel for the target, and we're off. All right, moving from 1 to 6. 1 to 6. Make ready. Roll those feet, hips down low. Ready, ready. Look at the target. Stand by. Stand by. Stand by. I'm probably going to run dry at some point in time. So, there. All one string. Start gunned up, just on the barrel, and we're off and running. Like I did when I ran dry, keep moving. Why not? All right, so we'll start back behind here. Ready, ready, move. Make ready. Stand by.
Back
You got like a drunk
6.5 to 3 and 10, 2/8.
When you're training people, this type of stuff, be a football training stuff. You can throw more training there to jack them up. Back. This is a drill that Max Michel does. So it's called the box drill by Max Michel. 4 strings. String 1 would go 2 to 3, 1 round each. And you're going to start back here. So you're going to move quickly to drop the speed. String 2, you start a couple steps off of 3, moving straight across. String 3, you start up here. So for you guys, as long as you deconflict the muzzle, I don't care what you're doing. Meaning, don't point it at anybody, right? Then you'll come back to here, shoot in reverse, and I bet you can figure out the 4th string. Start over here, take off running, boom. 1, 2, 3. This is the hardest shots you have to make. You're the farthest back and you're moving in the most awkward angle for a righty. Address it accordingly. Don't move as fast. See a little more. Feel a little more. Make sense? Let's do it. The buzzer beep. Here it goes. Press the press. All right, moving forward. Ready? Moving to the left, to the right, move to the right. Stand by. Moving backwards. Ready? Last night I was using the correct scale. Starting off to the right. Stand by. More difficult when I have it multitasking out there. Good job. So buzzer goes off beep. Something kind of like that.
Yes, fam. So we're done with the movement drills for the day. So we're gonna close out the rest of the day with just some of the basic fundamentals we started with on day one. All right, and that will close out the day. So we're gonna finish this up. All right, stay tuned.
All right, 1 round in 5 seconds. It should be dead center. You have a long time. Are you ready? Stand by. 5 rounds, 5 seconds. On the 6x6 head. Are you ready? Stand by. Very last round was overtime, just for reference. Hold up. 5 rounds, 5 seconds.
Head box?
5 rounds in the head box. I know. Silly, right? Stand by.
All right, so as you can see, it's my last box. Major improvement from day one. Right, Dustin?
That's right.
Yes, family. So we are done with the range. As you can see, it was some outstanding instructions and we had fun doing it. So it's on to the next one. I'm gonna head back to the house, back to home, and then you know what I'm gonna do, right? Cook. Because I haven't cooked in a week. So I feel out of my comfort zone. But this was fun. Yeah, I want to say thanks again to Keith Tyler for that outstanding instruction, you know, and kind of brought me back to the basics, you know, and learned some new skills. So I really appreciate that. I'm gonna tag his, he's got a YouTube channel as well, so I'm gonna tag his YouTube channel in the description. All right, so I hope you guys liked it. You know, as usual, I say God bless, and I will see you on the next one. All right, love.